What is going on, people? This is the Chevy Nerd, and this is going to be a new segment. You're going to see this once a month, possibly twice, because there could be a couple of changes within every month, but this is going to be the incentive news here at the Chevy Nerd. So what you're going to be seeing is all the hot deals that are coming out at the beginning of the month. Sometimes we'll see deals that switch right in the middle of the month, but we're going to keep you updated. That way you keep your dealership honest and make sure that you get the best deal right away. Okay. So let's go over a couple things when it comes to incentives. Today's date is April 4th. 2019. These deals are going to be good through the end of the month unless otherwise prompted, so keep that in mind. A couple things here. Let's talk about some pretty awesome, sweet deals that are going on. So right now, for the Chevrolet lineup, we have a couple of things going on with what's called GM Financial, standard rebates, and also Conquest Cash. What the heck are those? Okay, so GM Financial rebates are going to be rebates that you will get when you finance through GM Financial. So that'll be the finance institution that we use through General Motors, and they'll provide a bit of a discount. It varies on each vehicle, and I'll kind of cover a couple of these things here too. Conquest Cash is a program we've had for a while. And what that does is that it allows you, from coming from a competitive standpoint, to get into a Chevrolet or Buick or a GM model. A couple of things that are qualifying this year for a 2008 or, I apologize, 2005 or newer vehicle will qualify you automatically. First of all, you have to own the vehicle. It has to be registered under your name, or you have to live in the household where that vehicle is registered to prove and also prove of address for you. So those are a couple of the qualifications. So as an example, if you guys have a Toyota 2005 or newer and you come in looking for a Cruze, a Silverado, you would automatically qualify for Conquest Cash. That'll be additional cash used as a discount to thank you for coming in and taking a look at a GM product. So let's go over a couple of these incentives here. This will be a combination, so if you have any other questions, please give me a call and we'll go over a couple of these options. So the lineup for this month is going to be the Chevrolet Spark. The Chevrolet Spark is going to be at a total of 17% off of the price of the vehicle, and that includes both GM Financial Assistance as well as Conquest Cash. Next in the lineup, we're going to have the popular Chevrolet Cruze. It's going to be the last time that we'll have this unit, so it's the last 2019 model. They're incentivizing the heck out of them. Okay, awesome rides. My parents got one. They love it. They love it better than the Corolla Sport, and they're actually big Consumer Report nuts, so they do their homework. They like the Cruze. They enjoy the ride. So I'd recommend that vehicle, as one of my family owns it. So right now what's going on the Chevrolet Cruze is we're doing a 19% off sale, and that'll both have Conquest Cash and GM Financial. Next in the line of the sale units is going to be the 2019 Chevrolet Malibu. Really cool stuff's going on with that. So if you're looking for a sedan that's just a little bit larger than the Cruze, that's a great pick for you. I always recommend you coming in and taking a look, because we want to make sure we put you in the right car. Next up in sale is going to be the Chevrolet Impala. That's going to be a total of 17% off. Once again, one of the last units that we'll have for the 2019 model. The Impala and Cruze are going away, so we want to make sure that we get you guys the best deals right off the bat. Okay. Now for the big ones, these are huge discounts. So you got to get down here ASAP. We're actually running low. I think at the moment we have a total of 3 in inventory. That is subject to change, obviously. We always get units in. But we can get units from other dealerships and bring them in and get you guys the exact same deal. So for right now, we're going to have 20% off Chevrolet Equinox and 20% off Chevrolet Trax. And that'll include both GM Financial Assistance as well as Conquest Cash. So keep that in mind. Right now, we're with the brand new model of the Chevrolet Blazer. We have that one in our incentive sheet as well. The incentives on those are only Conquest. Okay, and the only incentives going on for right now are going to be the Conquest Cash, and it's $2,000 off for that unit. So depending on which trim level that you guys get, it will be from the base model all the way to the Premier, as long as you have a vehicle 2005 or newer. Outside of GM manufacturers, could be Toyota, Honda, Ford, anything like that. That will qualify you for $2,000 off the new Chevrolet Blazer, which typically with new models, we don't do heavy incentives directly from factory. And what I mean by that is basically just standard rebates through GM that everyone qualifies for. So getting in there, I know everybody has multiple vehicles at home. You're probably in high likelihood to have a vehicle that's outside of GM. So let's take a look at a couple other ones. A big one right now, also 11% off of Chevrolet Tahoe. Awesome ride, family rides. They're great. The Tahoe and Suburban, they have the 11% off, so keep an eye out for those. The other popular discount that's going on right now is the Chevrolet Colorado. Really great product. Has been last month we had this exact same discount. I think we went up a percentage this month, but last month we ended up selling at least 20 of the Colorados. They're flying off the shelves. Well, I guess they're not shelves, but they're flying off the road. So keep in mind, let's get that in. If you're looking at saving some money, right now is the right time to come and do it. Okay, now for our Buick line, we have some really aggressive incentives. So coming off of March Madness, this is actually a really awesome month as well. We have 16% off of the Buick Regal, 16% off the Buick Cascada, and we're also going to have a total of 12% off the Buick Enclaves. Okay. Notice one thing right now out of a competitor standpoint. Right now for the, I did forget to mention one incentive that we do have, which is the Chevrolet Traverse. Right now the Chevrolet Traverse, the only incentive available is going to be a $1,250 discount. So that incentive qualifies for all trims, but if you like the Traverse, you may also like the Buick Enclave. So keep that in mind. The Buick Enclave is going to have a little bit more of a pack in the punch in presentation, luxury drive, a couple of proprietary features that only Buick offers. Plus, you also have 4 years of your warranty for your bumper to bumper, and then you step up to 6 years of warranty when it comes to powertrain and transmission. So if you're going between, oh, I like the Traverse, keep an eye on that Buick, because right now for this month we have, let's take a look here, we have a total of, where did I write that down? Enclaves, 12%. So 12% is huge, okay? That means on a couple of Enclaves, just off the top of my head, I know there's an Enclave discounted for almost $7,000. So if you're looking for an SUV and maybe you're just trying to keep things in the budget and you're comparing the Traverse, take a look at that Enclave. Sweet ride. You'll be glad you did. Now, going on there now, right now we have also the Buick Encore. We don't have any on our lot at the moment, but that's not to say we can't get them. We have a couple pre-owned ones you can take a look at here. If you would like to go into a new one, they're 16% off with those sales. Now keep in mind, some of these incentives, once again, are going through GM Financial, Conquest Cash, and standard incentives. So you want to make sure that you come on down or give me a ring to see what incentives you will qualify for as well. A couple of these incentives are also proprietary to the area that you live in. So as an example, if you're a resident of Colorado, you may qualify for more. If somebody comes over from Utah, you may or may not qualify for it. I think everything that we have right now is pretty straightforward. Everybody qualifies for. So it's just a couple of those, I want to make sure that you guys have all the information there. Right now as well, let's take a look at here. We do have some options when it comes to 0% at 72. The 2019 Crew Cabs 1LT models are going to be at 0 at 72, as well as the RST models for the 1500s. So those at 0 at 70% are awesome. Now, the rebates on the Silverados get a little tricky right now. So on certain models, we have up to $8,000, up to $9,000 as well. off, but it's based on select models. The best way I can answer this for you here, unlike the other percentages that I gave you, is definitely coming down because it's going to be VIN specific. We want to make sure that we get you taken care of right and get you the right incentives. It looks like the only ones that have a percentage, a flat percentage, is going to be the 2500s. The 2500s are going to be, as well as the 3500s HT, you're going to have a Comquest cash option plus GM Financial for a total of 11%. Those are pretty big discounts because you definitely see the 2500s and 3500s sneaking up in price right around the 60s to 70s. So you can save quite a bit of money there. Okay. Let's take a look here. Pretty much everything on the Buick line as well is going to be 0 at 72%. The thing with that is that you want to play things smart. Okay. So if you're looking at using financing as your choice, and you guys are going to be putting down a substantial amount of money down just to make sure to keep your payments low or whatever works best for you guys, the best thing to do is not to use a 0 at 72. Why? With General Motors, typically they offer you these incentives where you have to pick. Okay, so you can either pick the 0% at 72 or you pick the discount of incentives. So for a lot of the consumers out there that are making this big purchase, putting quite a bit of money down, it's almost better to go ahead and take the incentives, because right now, as an example, the Buick Enclave, on some of those models, you can save up to $7,000 off. Now, that being said, if you were to buy the vehicle and put down maybe $10,000 down, plus the $7,000 of discounts, your interest rate, if you were to do a financing, your interest rate charges in the time that you have would never amount to, to a huge charge. You might pay maybe $1,000, $2,000 in interest, but it won't. It's better to take that instead of the 0 at 72 and pay an extra $7,000 for that vehicle. Now, for a lot of people, if you would like to finance and put zero money down, we'll offer you both the options of doing, the discounts through rebates and also the 0 at 72. Sometimes even then, your monthly payment is higher on the 0 at 72 than it is with the finance charges. And that usually tells you that the better deal to do is going to be the incentives. So obviously we want to do what you guys want to do. So if you guys either decide to go with the 0% at 72, that works just fine. Or if you guys want to take the rebates, we will always kind of educate you to what the best financial decision would be, but then it would be up to you guys, whatever you guys select. So, but keep that in mind. Typically the best deals that I've seen where you can save more money if you do the full length of the term is typically on Chevrolet, Tahoe, and Suburban. Those guys are just, starting at $75,000 on some of the premier models. The 0 at 72 can save you easily over 10 grand of interest charges. So monthly payment really does drop quite a bit. Right now, if you look at the 11%, we would save you right around $8,000. So with the $8,000, interest charges, you would save an extra $2,000 in the life of the term. Payments would be lower. So, keep that in mind, do the math there. Right now we don't have the Suburbans and Tahoes at 0 at 72, so that was just an example. But any questions that you guys would have like that, it's best to give us a call and go over those options there with you. So thanks for tuning in. This is going to be kind of a month-to-month thing, so we're going to have incentive news just to keep you up to date with everything that's there. I think this is a good way to keep your dealership honest and making sure that all the incentives are out there, that they explain to you what the incentives are. That way you're not caught off guard or anything like that. But if you have any questions, call the Chevy Nerd. Leave your comments below. I'll answer them back as soon as I can. As well as if you would like any particular product demonstrations too. Leave a comment below on what you might need help on, what you're looking for, and I might be able to make a video for you to best assist you. Stay tuned for more Chevy Nerd. There's going to be a lot more content coming down. I'm still getting kind of situated with everything about doing these videos and kind of balancing off the work schedule and everything, but you'll start seeing a lot more content here. Just stay tuned. All right, you guys stay out of trouble, and we'll see you soon.